it'll be really interesting to see if he has what it takes to outplay Sonic.
Yeah, and some kind of background knowledge on if we have the time before the match starts. Something you can expect from Potato. His execution is pretty incredible. He almost never miss inputs. So if he can play patiently, I think he stands a pretty good chance. But Blade is also very good. He's very patient. He's very good at conditioning.
Okay.
He's very good at conditioning you to he doesn't just stick to the same old game plan. So you have to be very fluid against him.
Yeah.
So
from what I'm seeing right now, Sonic's being super aggressive.
Yeah. And that's kind of a unique thing about Blade is the fact that he doesn't tend to camp a whole lot. When I say condition, and we may be seeing some of this right now, he's kind of conditioning, or maybe he's going in with a lot of these aggressive aerials and, short hop forward airs and stuff like that. And, but, he may turn the other side of the coin and, stop doing that, basically trying to elicit spot dodges and rolls.
Just starting out really aggressive, and then as soon as you're at kill percent, just playing really patient, that can be very nice read.
Oh, and apologies. The just so everyone knows, the overlay right now is actually not correct. This is Potato versus FamedBlade, not Pal versus Ghosty.
Oh gosh,
I need someone to update that. Not sure. Anyway, so back to the match. Taylor.
Alright, well right now, alright, so he evens it up with a back air right now. That was really, really clutch, because if he got much more percent, it would become very hard for Ike to come back. Alright. Potato doing a really good job doing safe recoveries with the side B. One of the hardest parts about playing Ike is just his recovery, and he's been pretty good about it so far.
Yeah, and see, this is Potato has excellent option coverage. You'll notice whenever he gets a throw, he will usually be able to, if you air dodge, he'll usually be able to follow it up with something. So he's not a wasteful player. But this is looking pretty close. Blade is...
Oh yeah, I was very surprised because Sonic got the first stock, so he could have easily camped out. But he chose just to kind of keep playing aggressive, and he got back air.
Oh man, that back air!
Yeah, and that's
oh my god!
That was perfectly timed.
That was, and see...
As soon as I saw no jump at Sonic, a pretty linear recovery, I was like, if he times that right, that's a stock. And he did. That's really impressive.
Go on, I think Taylor's taking care of it.
Alright, so they started on Lilat, definitely an interesting starting stage. Now they're going to town. I definitely think, I don't know, because with Ike it's a really hard decision, because he can kill off the top with his up air. It's super powerful. He doesn't necessarily have a true combo into it. It can look like it kind of connects off of a up throw. I'm not sure if it's true or not. It's really hard to get, I know that at least, but... Oh, that was some fun movement.
That was pretty funky. That was fun. The swag. But yeah, so, and what I think, I think the reason Potato is so successful right now is because you'll notice that FamedBlade, he keeps looking for those spot dodges and things like that. That's what he really thrives off of, those spot dodges and movement that indicates the other person's scared. But Potato is not giving him that. You'll notice that after almost everything he whiffs, he follows it up with an aggressive option like a jab or something. So I think that's kind of, I think that's throwing Blade off. But
that was a very nice confirm. Off the down tilt, I would have rather seen an up air, just because lingering hitbox, and he was just in a perfect position to where it might have connected. But either way, no problem. It had a little bit of trouble getting advantage after that, but let's see what he has for us. Last game, he came back just right about now and got a back air. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen.
That was a good cross-up for Potato.
Ooh, he read the landing just too slow, the up smash very slow, and he auto-canceled the down air, so that was just good Sonic play. Getting back to stage for free, that was a very smart recovery by FamedBlade. Very safe, very hard to punish.
Oh, that was an interesting choice, that raw up smash, but doesn't seem too phased by it. But yeah, so now's Potato's getting into those 50-50 percentages.
Yep.
where Sonic's going to start really kind of fishing for those grabs. But Blade may not do that. But he is in that. Ooh, Nair. Oh, I thought that was going to kill, but I guess he's just not in that high enough rage. But
yeah.
So yeah, Riley playing it, or Potato playing it safe, kind of throwing out those forward airs, but you can tell Blade's definitely, he's playing a little bit more carefully. So I think he's starting to realize that Riley is kind of defaulting to the aggressive option.
Yeah, and I saw an up throw there. I think I would have rather saw a back throw just for like stage positioning, because at this percent you don't get anything. That's true. They can just jump out for free, and it's not even like you don't even sweat it.
Oh man, tried to read that side B on the stage with that forward smash, but just barely misspaced it.
Ooh, very ballsy dash attack. Very, very strong. And just really good too, because like a lot of times when I used to play Ike at least.
Ooh, and see, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Huey, but I mean that was a perfect example. Almost anyone in that position would have air dodged.
Oh yeah.
And Potato just threw.
Not the side.
He just threw that sword out. He didn't care.
Oh yeah, and downer's like terrible too. I guess it has a big hitbox, but it's like just compared to those other ones.
It certainly wouldn't fall under my definition of.
Yeah, so that was definitely ballsy. I think he's definitely still confident right
Taylor,
now.
could you update the scores? 1-1.
All right, now we got
Dreamland.
Another low ceiling.
Yep, Potato's going to be looking for those 50-50s off down throw to up air.
Yeah.
But the thing is that with Sonic, that's not really something Sonic has to worry about too much because he can spring out. And Ike has a very hard time catching, because even though he's vulnerable when he springs, technically in free fall, he can. It doesn't really have anything good to catch landings.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got Potato with an early lead here, but of course,
it's pretty even now, but.
Just safely, and that's Nair is. I'm realizing Nair is such a great move against spin dash because it has such a wide radius.
Oh yeah.
And that really is kind of making Blade think twice about entering with spin dash. And an interesting thing that you'll see is so a lot of people actually don't know the difference between Sonic's side B and his down B.
Yeah. One is a lot slower and more reactable.
Right.
But they look exactly the same.
Right. His down B. So Sonic's down B, and that was a good read. Sonic's down B is you can do things like spin shot where he keeps all the momentum, and
he just got like 4 reads in a row off of all those side Bs.
Yeah, and that was Potato if he's Potato gets it. So this is really close.
Covered the entire platform, every tech option, as long as he timed the up smash right.
But see, that's something Potato really is not doing at all. He's not air dodging, not taking any, terribly. Oh man, the spring.
Yeah, as soon as Ike's without a jump, and yes, uses up B, that was really smart of him though, because he hadn't punish set that whole set, so I don't think that was on Potato's mind. But as soon as it's last stock, it's like, well.
Yeah, and as we saw, it's like that aggressive default kind of works both ways. It kind of, you could tell it was throwing Blade off. It was throwing him off a lot, but at the same time, it also opened Potato up